Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire, Jew Boxing Empire, Boxing Boxing. Now, my boy Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, man, has went to court with Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. He was supposed to be fighting agit kabayel late November or early December, and that fight ended up being scratched because Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury went to court for arbitration to determine if Deontay Wilder, not only if Deontay Wilder should get the trilogy match, but if Tyson Fury can get his feet wet again by fighting agit kabayel. Now, Frank Warren was saying something like, Tyson Fury, he has mental health problems. The guy needs to stay active. It's not good for his mental health to stay inactive, right? And he needs to stay active by fighting agit kabayel. The court obviously determined that, nah, man, that's not going to be happening. We're going to make you fight Deontay Wilder. That's the optics, at least, because they canceled and they scrapped the agit kabayel fight. And this is a massive big deal for the sport of boxing because a lot of people really want to see this trilogy fight. I mean, there's so much history between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's what happens when they fight, two times in highly disputed matches, at least. The first fight ended up being a draw, multiple knockdowns in that fight. The same thing with the second fight, along with the controversy, right? A lot of people want to see if Tyson Fury could win if he's really watched with a magnifying glass. And the question's out right now. A lot of people get on YouTube and talk this, YouTube keyboard warrior stuff. But when you're in a court of law and using these contracts and you said, okay, you signed this deal to fight for a third time, you got to honor that, period, right? So that's why Tyson Fury basically couldn't move on and fight someone else with his career. Because you let him fight agit kabayel, it wouldn't take much to see if he could fight someone like Anthony Joshua based on, just how big the fight is and the scale of that fight in the UK, which has never seen a champion have all 4 titles. And I keep saying this, but I'm saying it again. Lennox Lewis had 3 titles at the time because the WBO was not recognized as a world title at the time. So this would be the first time in boxing history in the UK that some UK fighter has all 4 titles. If Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury would fight, no matter who would win, one fighter would walk out with all 4 titles. Assuming it's not a draw. So, yeah, it's groundbreaking to see that, we're most likely going to be seeing Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight sometime. I'm thinking March, February type, around that area. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out. With this whole situation with this epidemic going on, maybe the social distancing and everything, maybe it might be later just because of that. But the later this fight is delayed, I'm guessing it's going to be favoring Deontay Wilder just because the injuries he said he accumulated during the fight, if they heal, that's good. If the fight would have happened earlier this year, I would have favored Tyson Fury just because Deontay Wilder said he suffered some serious injuries in the second fight. The more Deontay Wilder recovers, the more he can change his game plan, the more he can adapt to Tyson Fury. And I keep saying this over and over again. Deontay Wilder, he didn't look too great in the Tyson Fury 2 fight, but we know he can box, right? If you watch the Bermane Stiverne 1 fight, when he broke his right hand, he beat Bermane Stiverne with one hand, and he was boxing the whole fight. He wasn't too aggressive. He used his jabs. He moved around the ring. So I seen him do it before, right? Furthermore, I thought he boxed pretty well against Luis Ortiz. People say that Luis Ortiz outboxed him a lot. I don't think so, man. He boxed really well. And a lot of people talk about how wild Deontay Wilder is, but the truth of the matter is he can box. Because if he couldn't box, he would get completely destroyed by Luis Ortiz. And those rounds are close rounds. Him versus Luis Ortiz, they were close. And in the end of the day, what got Luis Ortiz in trouble were counter punches by Deontay Wilder. And you can't be sloppy doing counter punches, especially against a Cuban. So Deontay Wilder does have some boxing skills and he can adapt. He just needs the right trainer. And there's been rumors about his new trainer, but I'll wait until more official news comes out to talk about that. But he definitely switched trainers ever since dropping Carefoot. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobox Empire. Peace.